they sent against us to direct us into his next move. Like Joseph's brothers, I realized that they meant it for evil, but God made it good. I wish I had a witness. Occasionally you'll lose a job and cry about it today, but a year from now you'll be glad they fired you because God will use that door slamming to make you look in another direction and open up a door that blesses the next 20 years of your life. Some of you need to go to your ex-husband and thank him for leaving you. Because if he had not left you, you wouldn't have walked into what you have right now. Some of you brothers need to walk up to that old girlfriend and say, I just want to thank you for breaking my heart. Because when you broke my heart, you opened up a door for me to meet a real woman. Let the church say amen. Persecution then becomes a good thing. It shook Philip out of his religious dogma and out of all of these board meetings and business meeting and religious dogma into a place where God could use him for his glory. For you see, Philip was sent down to Samaria on the wings of persecution and adversity. And it doesn't matter who God uses to usher you into your next move, as long as you make it into that great move of God. And the Bible said, then Philip went down to Samaria. Somebody say then. Yeah, then Philip went. After all hell broke loose in Jerusalem, it forced Philip to go down into Samaria. And I want to just pause here and take a moment and tell you that some of the things you're crying about now, you're going to be shouting about later. You're going to say, it was good for me that I have been afflicted. For had I not been afflicted, I would have never known the power of God. You're crying right now because somebody slammed the door in your face. But later you're going to be dancing in front of the door and say, look what the Lord has done. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I have this sensation that I am prophesying to somebody about a situation that you're dealing with right now. And if you got any faith at all, you need to dry your tears and turn your mourning into dancing. For this is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice. We shall rejoice. That means I'm going to make up my mind to be happy about this. Slap somebody saying, I'm going to get happy about this. I'm going to get happy about something I've been crying about. I'm going to get happy about something I've been worried about, because I realize that if God allowed me to go through this, it must be for my good. He wouldn't withhold any good thing. I don't know who I'm preaching to. Now then, we have the business of Philip coming down into Samaria. You remember Samaria. Samaria is that city that Jesus had planted a seed in through the woman at the well. When Jesus came to the woman at the well and had begun to minister to her, he had begun to plant a seed in Samaria. Jesus said, I must need go through Samaria. He planted a seed in that woman that renounced their religious dogma, said, your people don't know what they're doing. They're worshiping in the mountain, they know not what, but the hour cometh and now is. Listen to that. Cometh and now is. In one regard, the hour is because I'm talking to you. He says, but my talking to you is not going to complete it. There's going to be somebody coming that's going to complete what I started. The hour cometh and now is, that they that worship God must worship him in spirit and in truth. I must warn you, I feel like preaching this morning. If you don't want to hear no preaching, you should just put up that little finger and get out of here right now, because I'm trying to tell you that something that you experienced in your isness is yet coming to pass. You shouted about it when you heard about it, but it's still coming to pass. The hour cometh and now is. There's going to be two things happening in your life. You're going to hear about it at one stage and enter into it at another stage. I'm talking to somebody. You've been shouting about the idea of being delivered, but you're about to really, the preacher came through and got you happy just talking about the idea. It's like what a commercial does when they show you a picture of food, and you look at the picture of food and your salivatory glands begin to salivate at the anticipation of food, because your glands are stimulated by mental perception and it's commercialization to make you see an image. But I don't care how beautiful the image is, how opulent the decor, how nice the table is set, nobody can eat a picture of a steak. And for years you've been shouting over a picture of deliverance, but the hour cometh and now is. They that worship God must worship him in spirit and truth. Just if you got what I'm talking about, I realize that went over maybe 30% of the people in this room's head, but if you got it, just touch somebody and say, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It's coming. The breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakout, a deliverance is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's about to break loose. It's about to break loose in my life. Many of you, without knowing deep theology, you know it in your spirit. You have for a long time had a sensation that something was about